Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. 2016 Subaru WRX STI at the almighty Isle of Man TT flat out. And this time we're looking at the in-car footage. We have commentary from the legendary Mark Higgins that is a wizard in this car, I swear. We have the amazing Subaru STI that's basically a time attack car, whatever you want to call it. It's a beast. And they stated in the previous video that it was built on kind of off of a rally car chassis, modified more for time attack, on-road type race car rather than a rally car. So I did kind of get that wrong in the previous video, but then again, it is built off a rally car, so it wasn't that far off. But everyone in the last video, which will be linked at the end if you didn't see it, it was basically this lap, but more condensed with some outside views. This lap is legendary. The Isle of Man, obviously known for the extreme superbike motorcycle race that is just like so dangerous and so crazy and so fast. And to do it in a car is also crazy. And he does extremely well, reaches insane speeds on these small streets with no room for error in most parts. So we're going to watch this, and I'm going to stay quiet for most of it. I will pause it if I want to talk, but I want to hear these awesome engine sounds and his commentary, and we'll see some telemetry and stuff. Please check the link in the description for this if you want to watch the original video without me in there. But here we go, guys. This was suggested by everyone on that last video. It did super well. I hope this does well. Even better, because this is an even better version of the video. This comes from Subaru. Like I said, it'll be linked down there. Here we go. What a beast. What a beast of a car with an amazing driver.
Well, it's 2016, and this is our chance to drive the ProDrive built STI Subaru.
There, I just made myself a little smaller, so
well,
there
it's
we
2016, and this is our chance to drive the ProDrive built STI Subaru. Something we really dreamed about in 2011 when we started this project. And this car is very special. We've got not massive amounts more horsepower, but the chassis is based around a World Rally car. We're lighter than before, and the gearbox is a sequential type paddle shift gearbox, and we're probably running about 1,200 kilos. So on this lap we're just starting our warm-up. We've got probably about 3 miles to get the tyres up to temperature, like we did in 2014, and me get my head ready to go for the run.
Okay, let me pause it real quick. Look at how badass this in-car is. Perfect view. The sound of that thing is addicting. You can hear the gears. They sound awesome. This thing is so raw, so beefed up. I would give literally anything to drive that. I think we all would love a lap in that car. Maybe on a different track for me. So I'm a little less dangerous, but dude, that car looks like a dream to drive. That looks so freaking awesome. And look at the telemetry. We have elevation, respiratory rate, heart rate, temperature, G-forces, the tachometer, the speedometer in miles per hour. So that's cool for me. This is awesome. This is awesome. Let's get to it. Let's go, Mark.
The conditions at the moment are very warm, probably a little bit too warm for optimum performance in the engine. And this is actually our second time lap around the circuit, which was done on the Monday of TT week. Every time you go out, you're actually changing the setup of the car and just developing, because there's nowhere like the Isle of Man to test. And you can test on an airfield or a racetrack as much as you want, but there's nothing actually like the TT course. So we're getting quite close now to the last few bends. I'm just getting the feel again of the car. As you can see, getting plenty of heat into the tyres. And
it's amazing how responsive that car is, right? You can tell how sticky it is. Race cars like this are just on another level. It makes me drool, man. It is so freaking awesome. And the sound, I can't say enough. This is going to be fun. He's just warming up. Wait till he actually gives it the beans when we cross the start line and start the time. Also, up here in the upper right, if you didn't see it, is the track, so it'll show him going around. And there's a track layout if you didn't know. Here we go. Let's do it.
Looking forward with anticipation for the start of the run.
What a legend.
This part
Seriously.
of the circuit is very slow now. We've got one tight hairpin right, and once we go around that, we're basically on our flying starting lap. So here we go, we're now accelerating for the flying start, and we're just about to go across the start line now. We're on our lap.
Here we go! Woo!
Famous part for me is Bray Hill. Up to 170 miles an hour now, which is definitely faster than before.
He almost hit 180 in a town with buildings everywhere.
And again, building confidence through that, and that dip on the side does move the car around quite a bit, so we can't take that flat yet. First big braking point. All the way down to second gear. Bit of oversteer there. Tyres probably a little bit cool.
Oh my God.
And one feature we got for this car, which makes it a little bit more interesting, is we've got DRS like a Formula 1 car. Now you'll actually see when the red light comes on, that's when we're activating it. And the more confident I got with the car, the more I could actually use the DRS to give us more top speed and reduce the drag. Flat out now all the way to Union Mills. And this car was just a total pleasure to drive. You can carry a lot more corner speed. That's where we're getting our time. We're not actually going that much faster in terms of top speed, but we're getting to that top speed a lot faster.
Oh my God, there's no room for error.
Lovely section through there, little bump on the inside. And now it gets really fast all the way to Greba. The only corner in the middle of that is Balagary, or Balascary, as we all name it.
Oh my God, man.
So again, getting up to 170 quite quickly. Little lift here and then tip it in. And because the car is so much faster everywhere, I can actually build up every lap I get out, and I was hoping for another lap. And there's a few places where we could have edged a little bit more time, just with confidence in the car. You've got two chances of a TT course. If you take it flat and it's not, you're in a lot of trouble. So you've actually got to build up to see what the car or the bike will actually do on those corners. And that just comes with time and experience. Flat out now, we've got a little jump.
Oh shit, he got
we've got to be
air.
careful because at 170 miles an hour that car potentially could fly. So we're unsure what it's going to do over the jumps, so you've got to be a little bit wary when you're getting up to those speeds.
How scary, man.
Reba Castle down just one gear.
Jeez.
Trying to get on the power, committed and nice and early. And the way this car changes direction is really, really great. The car sort of feels like part of me. You think it round the corner rather than actually steering it round the corner.
That's good, though. That's what you want to feel like. Let me just pause it real quick. I haven't paused it yet. This is so visceral. Obviously, thank you guys for the suggestion. This is so much better than just the outside view. Seeing this is just like, whoa. I am getting like transformed into the screen. I feel like I'm in the car. This is so visceral, so awesome. And he has won with that car. He is so talented. Talk about confidence on such a scary, dangerous course here in a crazy fast and powerful car that, as fun as it may be and as powerful as it may be, will really get you in trouble if you're not careful, right? Dang, this is just wild. His heart rate is actually staying pretty consistent, at least it looks like. And dude, we're not even like a quarter way done with this track, and he has gone through some crazy sections already. Had a couple jumps, a couple like little slides. This is nuts. This is absolutely insane. I freaking love this. It's one of the coolest videos I've ever seen. Wow, seriously.
Here you can get
Bravo.
on the power quite quickly. We're very fast now, all the way to our next point, which is Balacrane. heavy braking all the way down into third. On the power early. Tricky little corner there, you've got to get right in on the inside. And now we get on to what is quite a good section for the car, because it's there's quite a lot of corners, so we can gain a little bit of time with our corner speed through this lot, all the way to Glen Helen. Late apex. And one thing I've struggled with a little bit in 2014 was the gap between Gear 5 and Gear 6. The ratios and the engine power seem to really help this car, so I'm gaining a lot of time just in that upper end of the gearbox. I'm changing gear with a paddle on the right hand side, pull it back to go up the gears and push it away to go down, and it's a 6-speed gearbox with a very fast change. Coming to Sarah's cottage, a very big climb, you can't really see it on the TV. Difficult corner that, and now you start building power all the way up the hill again to get onto the next section. Helicopter always comes into sight here, you can see that above.
Into the more openness now, big speed.
What a scary corner at the end, just tips it in right.
Those people flying by like nothing.
There's a bump on the inside for us there. Just coming down now,
Look at
got to be a
those
little
views.
bit careful. We've got a flag being waved for
Gorgeous.
loss of adhesion. There's been a bike off and hit the barrier on the right.
Oh no.
So they've had the oil flags out. As you can see, the dust on the right and the bike's still parked there. Come up for the walls now, drop it down 1 gear, and I think we dropped it down 2 gears last time in 2014. And now flat out all the way to the top of the Garrow. I really do like this section, and especially in this car. Curb jets out, and then you've got the compression at the bottom of the Garrow, and you get a real good thump going through here. I think the camera even moved at that point. Tricky bend now, double apex right, flat left, and then a double apex left.
This is so thrilling. It's nuts.
Now coming into Kurt Michael. Always great through here. And using the yellow lines, you can see the impression of speed you get with the proximity of the houses is really impressive.
Oh my god, it looked like he was going to turn right into the
Moving
wall.
around quite a bit there. Look how close people are on the left.
Oh. This
Got to
is
get the car
unreal.
straight just before it goes over the jump. And now really fast all the way down to the famous jump at Ballaugh.
Oh geez, another jump? Oh my god, he's got this
Back
thing
up 170
pinned!
miles an hour, these corners are really nice.
How is he doing this?
Just nick a bit of curb on the left hand side on the next one.
Oh, right there, it looked like he was going to lose it. Oh my god.
As you can hear from this car, it does sound amazing, and it's also revving quite a lot higher than the previous car. We're up to about 8,500 RPM, which is quite a lot for a turbo engine.
Wow. That's a lot for a turbo boxer motor,
You
yeah.
can't jump it too high here because of the bodywork on the car. But you're losing time in the air anyway, so as soon as she's back on the ground, back on the power and flat out, all the way to Ballaugh. This next corner feels really good. It's a flat out left-hander.
Hearing commentary just adds so much. I mean, this would have been cool just to see the in-car as it is. But seeing it, hearing the awesome sounds from the car and all this, and then also hearing his commentary, dude, this is such a badass video, such an awesome experience. Seriously, wow. Good on Subaru, good on Mark Higgins. What a event here. And that track. Dude, there's something about Isle of Man that's so mystical, like magical. Dude, it's such a cool layout. And then you have the houses and the people, and then you get out in the open, the trees open up, and you have these awesome like mountains and rolling hills. Like, dude, the place is absolutely gorgeous. Damn, I gotta go there. It is on my bucket list. But seriously, as a motorsports fan of any caliber, this has got to be up there. I mean, I really got to step foot here, feel the energy of this place, and see an event here. I mean, this place looks amazing.
Car takes off, and then we tip it into Quarry Bends, which is a series of right, left, right. Car pulling quite good G there. Nice change of direction, and that's something this car does so much better than the production-based car as well. Now, although we've got a little bit more power than before and a massively better chassis, you could still afford to have a little bit more top speed here, which would bring us a little bit closer to the bikes. They're topping out at just under 200 miles an hour, and as you can see, we're just getting just over 170. Braking down here at Sulby, feels like you're doing 2 miles an hour, so you've got to be...
Went from 170 down to 60. Let's rewind it back so we can see it fluidly. Whoa, that is scary, man.
Braking down here at Sulby, feels like you're doing 2 miles an hour, so you've got to be really careful to get the apex. Bit of oversteer on the outside of the corner. And now we get into the bumpy section from Ginger Hall all the way to Ramsey. Car bouncing around quite a bit.
Jeez. That is so scary, man. To be bouncing at 140, hell nah.
That was quite nasty, and for the bikes, they must have a hell of a hard time.
Yeah.
Hanging on all the way through here.
I don't know how the guys on the bikes do it. I really don't. Superhuman. I stand by that. Superhuman.
Back up to
Holy
again.
Smokes.
Trucker into the left, bang on the power early.
Woo! This guy is not afraid to get on the throttle.
Conker Tree,
ASAP.
Which jits out a little bit on the left, and then we've got a nice series of a right, left, and a right, and heading toward Ramsey.
Oh my god!
Car moving around a little bit there. Still good corner speed. This next corner's great, small jump, and then flat out straight into the next right-hander. We've got the famous Ramsey bus stop, which we run a little bit wide into around this left.
Whoa, whoa! He was in the bus stop.
And then real hard braking all the way down into second gear for Ramsey Parliament Square.
Jeez, oh my god, oh, oh!
A little bit of oversteer, but not too much. Always feels great going sideways, but unfortunately it's not great for the lap time.
Right.
Now the climb starts.
Oh man, we're going up in elevation.
Got the curve on the inside. And
all the way down to first
gear around the Ramsey hairpin. Now the heat had just started to give us a little bit of understeer with the car. On our very first run, we had an oversteer balance. We changed it for this lap, and probably went a little bit too much the other way. So there was a little bit more time to come from the balance. Woo.
Oh my
really
god.
Really steep now, going all the way up to the gooseneck.
How this man is cutting these corners and hitting the apex so close to the inside, coming inches from bushes, walls, houses, whatever the hell's an inside. It's like, I can't even comprehend how fast this thing is going through these tight curves. And the guy is like full out, like flat out. The freaking gas pedal is against the firewall most of the time. This is It's incredible. There's no room for error. And he has hitting all these turns basically as good as you can hit them. It certainly looks that way. Dude, this is a spectacle of driving here, really. And what a car, Subaru. Damn. This thing is so balanced. It just does everything well.
There, push to the outside, and had to come out of the gas quite early.
Oh man! Look at this section.
Climbing up the mountain, really happy with our speed, and that was definitely an area we could gain on the previous attempts. You can see how much quicker this car accelerates from the 120 right the way through to 170.
Jeez.
The last right-hander before we have a bit of a break on the mountain mile.
I can't get over this.
Always see the helicopter at this point. You can see it on there on the right. And the nature of the course, as you can see all the way around, is rights and lefts, rights and lefts. And then there's probably about 5 big right-handers that link it to make it a lap.
By the way, I know this is late in the video. Anyone know why this is left-hand drive? That's typically what I associate with like American or Canadian, Mexican, whatever. I know other countries do left-hand drive as well, but it's not common. I mean, the UK, Australia, Japan, all these different places that I know of car culture do always, it's right-hand drive. So any reason why we have an amazing driver here, also in the Isle of Man, definitely not America, right? And why it's left-hand drive doesn't even matter. I was just wondering if you guys knew why. Other than that, let's keep going. This is freaking amazing.
So the tyres aren't really getting mega warm. There's no big loads, and it's always very, very high-speed corners. A lot of people comment that a bike is always not quite as fast as a car around a race circuit, but the Isle of Man is different to most race circuits because of the speed and the lack of tight corners. At the top of the mountain mile, big long left, right, left.
Dude, what a view out there. Wow. Majestic.
And now we start dropping downhill a little bit towards our next sort of time point, which will be the bungalow. Big long right-hander. A little lift there. That's where Connor had his big accident.
Oh yeah.
A few years ago. You can see the windscreen is starting to get quite covered with flies.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad at this time of day, but I didn't want to risk trying the wipers because it could actually make it worse. So
yeah,
better just to get on with it and ignore it.
Good call. Just let it be. Don't want them smearing all over.
Had a great board up there, somebody showing P1. We were the only car on the circuit, so I thought that was quite funny. Nasty left.
Yeah.
Don't really like that corner. And now we're heading all the way down.
Oh my God.
For the last sort of sector of the lap.
I can't sit still. I got adrenaline flowing through my arms right now. This is crazy.
These 3 left-hand corners. 1, 2, bang. And pretty well take it all as one. Windy corner, upper gear from last time. 5th gear. And again, just picking a bit of understeer. With
whoa.
Just get the wheel on the grass there. But it's no drama. Very difficult to get the car pulled across to the right-hand side before the next lap.
I think my heart rate is higher than his.
You're travelling so fast. That's 170.
Jeez, man.
And you definitely don't want to get that one wrong.
He's using that DRS a lot, too. He is, like, dialed in with this car, man. Unreal. Spectacular performance.
Next is Kate's Cottage.
Oh,
Car moves around a bit there, and now flat out down to the...
almost done.
Loads of people around watching.
Jeez.
And you know it's going well when people are waving, which definitely helps.
Yeah.
Down the Craig. And now really fast down to Brandish, which is the big long left-hander.
Oh my god, this car is so freaking awesome. This thing sounds ferocious.
Getting back up at 170, 175 there. I sort of put the wheel on the grass, but I'm not sure if it's the best way. You might be better keeping it all on the tarmac. It does move the car around.
Yeah.
Hilbury, big bump on the inside.
Oh my god, man.
Car moves about a bit there. And now coming all the way around to signpost. Get a real good buzz on these three lefts. You can see the car moving quite a lot and load of steering input there.
Holy smokes, that tripped me out when he was steering that much. Yikes. Oh my god.
You can't mess up now. We've had quite a good lap.
Yeah, I can't mess up
And,
now,
I've
man.
got split times coming to me and I know it's
Please.
looking pretty good. And in all fairness, my last sector was probably my worst, so there was a bit more time to come out of that. Really hard to see the turn-in point.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely some blind corners here.
And got real tight right-hander. Gives me a chance to give the handbrake a little pull.
That is hella tight. Jeez. Good thing he knew where he was going. I didn't. I got really confused there. I thought he was going around the roundabout.
DRS wide open again. And here we go for the line. And there we have it. Lap round in 2016 at an average speed of 128.7 miles an hour.
What a beast. What a beast. 17 minutes, 35.139 seconds. Out of man record for, at least I think the car is right, to that wonderful, ferocious Subaru WRX STI. And at the hands of a absolute legend, if you ask me, Mark Higgins. What a performance. Can I say with race cars like this too, people get caught up in like the amazing, the looks of them, the liveries, the paint jobs, but more so even like, the engines and the drivetrain and the wheels and tires, the sticky tires and the advanced suspension and tuning, right? You know what impresses me most when you see laps that are so visceral like this? The brakes. Brakes are your key to life, right? I mean, if you don't have brakes, you're done for. So the fact that those brakes, that this guy came into some of these hard corners, the thing stayed relatively stable, right? The brakes acted so quickly. That's what's crazy about race cars. I've only gotten to drive like an exotic car, I guess you could call it, which is not even straight up exotic, but it's fast, so it's borderline supercar. I got to drive a like 2015 Nissan GTR one time at a track day event where, you pay like $200 and you get to do like 5 laps or something. And so it was on a racetrack. And the thing I told the guy, I was like, I'm more amazed with obviously this is the fastest car I've ever driven, wide open on racetrack nonetheless. But that wasn't the most exciting part. The most exciting part for me was like, even this is a road car, but it's, a high-end, sports car. This thing brakes so damn fast. I'm not used to that. Like, regular cars don't brake like that. So yeah, that's what I got from this. But everything about it was absolutely amazing. The sound of the thing, the gears, the gear whine, just the performance of the car, the way he was piloting this thing as if it was some sort of fighter jet. I mean, this was beyond exciting. One of the best videos I think I've ever seen. Honestly, my heart is still racing. The adrenaline was flowing. I couldn't even sit still half the time. This was absolutely incredible. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Let's talk in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. This is incredible. And Mark Higgins, you're a legend. Wow, buddy, you're a legend. Please smash that thumbs up button. throw a like as hard as you can on this video because this was exciting. Help this video out. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Join this amazing community. I mean, look at how much fun we have on this channel. Come on, be a part of this. We're on our way to 100,000 subs. I appreciate you guys so much. Look for this original video in the description down below. Click on that video. Watch it over and over again. This is super fun. Hats off to Subaru. You guys rock. Let me tell you something mind-blowing. You ready for this? I'm not even lying. I'll address this in a future video to prove it. But guess what? They're so badass with the rally I've learned, with this time attack, with the Isle of Man. Subaru, I bought a Subaru. We just bought a Subaru, a brand new one. We were in the market for a new car finally. I've been driving 30-year-old trucks for the longest time and finally had it a little bit for a down payment on a new car. We have a new Subaru because what's fun to drive and can haul the kids around in the back because they have 4 doors? Subarus. That's right. So you heard it here first. I literally bought a Subaru. Super excited to watch this. Of course, not net spec, but yeah, Subaru's awesome. This was really cool. All right, enough from me. I'll stop blabbing, guys. I'll see you down in the comments. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, guys. That was a fun one. I'll catch you later.